Hello, I'm Dr. Leon Stutzman, aka Doc, with another one of these little videos designed to help you to experience God's best as we join our faith together. And this week we're joining our faith together for great grace to rest upon your life, because we all need grace. The title of the teaching was, If Jesus Needed Grace, So Do We. Now you're thinking, Jesus didn't need grace. But the Bible would contradict that. Luke, the 2nd chapter, the 40th verse, Luke 2, verse 40. And the child grew and waxed strong in spirit, and the grace of God was on him. Now, why did Jesus need grace? Why do you need grace? What is grace? It's a lack of understanding about grace that causes people not to receive grace in their lives, because grace is certainly something more than we thought. Why did Jesus need grace? Because, now hold your breath, he wasn't perfect. And if you take exception to that, let's refer again to the scripture. Hebrews, the 2nd chapter, the 10th verse. Hebrews 2, verse 10. And by the way, you need to catch the entirety of this teaching on our Facebook page, because there's way too much here for these little 2.5-minute videos on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Hebrews 2, verse 10, For it became him, by whom are all things, and for whom are all things, in bringing many sons unto glory, to make the captain of their salvation perfect through suffering. Jesus was made perfect. Hebrews, the 5th chapter, the 8th verse, remembering that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, the Bible said, every word of truth will be established. Though he were a son, yet he learned obedience by the things he suffered, and being made perfect. Jesus was made perfect. Now, he was the sinless Son of God, tempted in all points like as we, and yet without sin. But because he was tempted in all points like we, that's the very reason that Jesus needed grace. Jesus needed grace because, well, Peter denied him 3 times. And when Jesus told Peter he was going to deny him 3 times, he went on to say, let not your heart be troubled. Don't worry about it. Why? Because Jesus understood grace. There's power in the grace of God. And by the grace of God, perfection comes into our lives. And by the grace of God, we're made complete. And this week, we're going to embrace grace. So I want you to do that right now. Just embrace grace in your life. When you embrace grace, it changes your whole perspective on life. I'll pick it up on Wednesday and Friday. Next Sunday at Aspire Church, Cracked Pots, the psychology of grace. There is a psychology of grace, and we're all cracked pots. Not crackpots, but cracked pots. Catch it live on the live stream at AspireChurch.tv, Facebook Aspire Church TV. That's live stream AspireChurch.tv, Facebook Aspire Church TV. Sunday morning, 10 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be prophetic. And it's going to help you to embrace the grace of God in your life.